Alright guys, I am down in the coastal plain of the mid-Atlantic, which is a great place to see amphibians. It's a warm, rainy night. Warm is an understatement. It's like a hot, rainy night. It's almost 70 degrees. It's late November. It's incredibly unseasonably warm. But the objective tonight is to see how many different species we can find and take pictures of. So, got my camera here, gonna be driving around on the roads. We're kind of missing the rain right now, as in it's not really raining a whole lot. Hopefully that picks up a little bit and we actually get some amphibians starting to cross. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. All right, well the road is covered in worms, which is definitely gonna make things confusing considering salamanders kind of look like worms in the road sometimes. All right, so we've got the first salamander of the night. I just saw him somewhere around here. I don't want to step on him. I just drove up past him. Where'd he go? Oh, here we go. Here's a nice little marbled salamander that was just scurrying across the road. It's not super wet out yet, but it was in quite the hurry to get off. Nice looking one. Cool. Gonna help it across here. All right, check this out. Just pulled this little spring peeper off the road. Whoa, it's on my jacket. These guys are tiny, but they make a really loud noise in the spring. And if you live in the Northeast, not sure where that guy just went. Here he is. I lost him for a second there, but nice little spring peeper. Gonna move him off the road. All right, another frog species on the night. Trying to see it, it's very camouflaged. Oh, there it is. Check that out. Nice little wood frog. Wood frogs have that distinctive brown or black mask around the eyes, and typically, I mean, they're pretty variable. They're usually some shade of brown, orangish, or kind of pinkish, but this is a pretty typical color. Pretty neat. Glad this guy got off the road. I'm gonna keep cruising around and see what else we see. All right guys, looks like we've got another salamander right here. Oh, nice little marbled salamander, check that out. Look at that little guy. What a cutie. All right, guys, check it out. He's booking it, I'm not sure why, but can you guys see that? Right there. Oh, he paused. Looks like another marbled salamander. Let's check him out. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a little bit of a bigger one. All right, I'm gonna give this guy a little poke on the tail out of frame and send him on his way, hopefully. Whoa. He's going. He's going the wrong way though. This lunatic. Come on, buddy. He's tired out. I'm gonna have to help him. All right, buddy. Let's get you across. There he goes into the grass. All right, check it out. We're racking up the frog species. We've got a gray tree frog. Look at that. These guys are awesome. I love them. Check it out, I'll pick them up so you guys get a better look. All right, here he is hanging out on my thumb. It's pretty brown and drab right now, but these guys can get nice shades of light gray and green. Pretty awesome. Whoa, he's on the light right now, or under the light. We're gonna make sure he gets off the road. All right guys, check it out. This one's awesome. Next frog of the night. We're killing the frog game. This is a spadefoot toad. This is one of my favorite species. I'm gonna pull him off the road and get some video for you guys. All right, come here, buddy. Ooh. Look at that. Little menace. So cool. All right, well, it's pretty windy. I'm hoping that means more rain, but in the meantime, take a look at this guy. These guys are super alien looking with those big bulgy eyes. I really love them. Sometimes they're a lot more yellow than this guy. This guy's kind of average looking, but I'm gonna move him off the road in a second and keep cruising around. All right, guys, so we're in quite the lull in the rain. Clouds are ripping across the sky, moon is very bright, but not a lot of rain. It's coming at 1 a.m. I'm at least 2.5 hours from home, so I'll let you guys know when that rain hits and if I do decide to actually stay for that, but obviously that puts me in for the long haul, so we'll see what happens. Got another marbled. I almost missed this one. This one's fat. Look at that. Look how thick this one is. Oh my gosh. In my opinion, marbled salamanders are really underrated because, like, I mean, look at that thing. It's ridiculous. Black and white, just chubby, chunky salamander. So cute. Might get my camera out and take a picture. All right, you guys saw it here first. Road cruising a snake in November. We've got a little smooth earth snake right here. If you were ever to cruise a snake in November, it would probably either be an earth snake or a brown snake. These guys are pretty common down here, but also pretty uncommon back home. So always kind of cool to see these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and pick them up and give you guys a little bit of a closer look. Ugh, come here, buddy. You're pretty small snakes, but check them out. Pretty neat. Road cruising a snake in November does not happen too often, to be honest. I'm actually gonna put this guy right off the road right here, and hopefully he can find somewhere nice to hibernate before it gets cold again. All right, guys, I'm here in my car. I'm gonna take a nap for an hour as kind of a Hail Mary to sticking it out throughout the night and seeing if the rain hits at like 1 a.m. It's like midnight now. There's been periodic movement, like stuff is moving really slow. Lots of frogs, some marbled salamanders, but I'm hoping that if we get some rain, it's just gonna be like total pandemonium and there'll be salamanders everywhere. So that's the hope. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a tiger salamander, but until then, I will be right here. All right, so we've got some rain, which means we are in business. I didn't really sleep at all. I had too much caffeine earlier. So good thing is rain means lots more amphibians, so I'm gonna get driving around again. Man, this rain is a sight for sore eyes. All right, guys, check this out. This is an exceptional looking marbled salamander. Just look at that high white. It's a beautiful male. Just moving across the road here. I'm gonna let him continue doing that because I'm getting poured on. All right, well, somehow here we are at 3 a.m., 2.5 hours from home. So I'm gonna make my way home. It wasn't as productive of a night as I thought it was gonna be. So what's probably gonna happen is I'll pick this video up on another day. All right, guys, it is another warm, wet night, and I'm actually out right now walking a road that I tend to see a lot of amphibians on. I'm hoping to see some blue-spotted salamanders cross. They're a pretty rare species, and they're really cool looking, but it's a bit of a toss-up because it's not necessarily the time of year when you see them out and about. But we're gonna give it a shot anyway and see what we can find. All right, just got our first amphibian of the night. I was getting nervous for a second, but out and about, despite it almost being December, is this little two-line salamander. Kind of cool to see this guy out and about. He's actually crossing right where this little seepage is, so maybe he's heading higher up to get down into the ground before it gets too cold for him. Pretty cool. I'm gonna help him across and keep moving along. You can see how tiny he is right here. Not too tiny, this is an adult, but anyway. Let's see. Oh, he's chilly. I'm trying to get him to move. Sometimes you can give him a little tickle on the tail and he'll move, but he needs more assistance. So I wasn't seeing much on the road right here, and I walked right off, and I flipped one log. Here it is, still flipped over. And I almost rolled it back over if I didn't notice this guy right here. Check that out. Look at that beautiful little blue spotted salamander. Oh, that's just what we were looking for tonight. Oh, he's on the move. All right, guys, here's a little bit of a closer look at the salamander. These guys are just beautiful. This one isn't full-sized. It's kind of like a juvenile-sized individual, and that's really when these blue spots on them kind of pop. But man, they are just gorgeous, gorgeous salamanders. This population and many populations in the eastern United States are actually not genetically pure as blue spotted salamanders. They have hybridization with Jefferson salamanders. So this one looks pretty pure blue spotted and has a lot of really nice blue spotted features, but obviously it's pretty hard to tell. All right, so kind of cool finding this guy under or next to, kind of unclear. I flipped it and he was in the leaves, but kind of cool flipping one log and getting the target species. So I'm just gonna kind of gently try to get him to go back under cover like he's doing right now. And we're gonna keep hiking around. And I mean, if nothing's on the road, I guess I may as well start flipping some roadside logs. It's raining harder earlier tonight, but I think logs are the move right now. I'm gonna check that one out real quick. All right, so I didn't get it on camera, but I flipped one of those little logs on the hillside and got a very, very common species. This is a redback salamander, but this one lacks the red back. It's considered a lead phase, where they kind of look like graphite. I think that's where they get the name. They've just got all these tiny little speckles on them, and they could be confused. There he goes. They could be confused with blue spotted salamanders, but as you can see, they're a lot more slender and they're much less vibrant. All right, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for me tonight. We didn't find too much, but I'm very stoked to see that blue spotted salamander. I haven't seen one of those in a while, so really cool. Couldn't have found a better looking individual. I'm gonna wrap this video up. If you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one.